Yay. Okay. So, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for being here this evening. Happy new moon. Happy Virgo new moon. In case you didn't know, my name is Florencia Flo. I am a self-empowerment coach and a ceremony leader, right? I love to um, create a ceremony out of anything, really. Any excuse I can use to create a special moment, right? To cultivate a ritual around something, to really infuse our actions, our intentions with love, right? Um, using the Virgo, paying attention to the details and incorporating magic into every aspect of our lives. So, yes, I started out doing new moon circles online like many moons ago. I've moved now into doing most of most of my work in person. So I'm really happy to be connecting with all of you today back in this cyberspace. It's a great opportunity to connect with those that aren't local, right? So thank you. Thank you for being here. There's a million places where you can be this today, right now in this moment, and you chose to be here. So thank you so very much. I want to take a moment to go ahead and cast our circle. And I know it's virtual, okay? We're not in person. We're not going to actually touch each other or anything physically, but we're still going to feel that connection with one another, right? It's still really powerful. We're still really able to feel how connected we are to each other and to the universe, right? So we're going to put our left hand. Our left hand, it represents the feminine side. This is the receiving side. We're going to put this hand facing up, and we're going to put our right side, our divine masculine side, our giving side. We're going to put that hand facing down, right? And we'll just relax here. We can drop the shoulders back. We can close our eyes to really go within and take a few breaths here, just bringing the attention, bringing the focus um, to the body, bringing the focus into the body, taking a nice deep breath in through the nose, inhaling, filling the belly up like it's a balloon, filling the belly, feeling it rise. And you can go ahead and open mouth exhale and release. Take a few more breaths like this. Inhale. Deep breath in through the nose. And exhale. Now we're going to begin to bring our attention into our heart space, right? The center of our being, the center of our chest. And we're going to begin to imagine this beautiful, glowing white light radiating from the center of your chest. And it radiates in every direction, radiating down your torso, down your sex organs, down your knees, all the way down to your feet, all the way down into Mother Earth, into the core of the earth. And from the core of the earth, this beautiful luminous white light is radiating back into you, in through your feet, up through your knees, your legs, your torso, moving all the way up your body, all the way up to the crown of your head. And from the crown of your head out into the cosmos, this beautiful white radiating light out into the cosmos, all that vast, endless space. And from that beautiful space of creation, endless possibility, this beautiful radiating light beams back into your body, filling your entire body with this beautiful white luminous light, which radiates out of your arms. And now you're feeling this energy, this light that's glowing on your hands. You're feeling the energy Maybe your hands begin to tingle a little bit. And you're feeling this energy as you're sending it out, and it's coming in as well from everyone in this circle as we've casted this luminous circle of light, this beautiful sacred space filled with divine energy. This is a safe space. This is a space of love, a space where we accept ourselves, one another, a space where we meet ourselves and each other with grace and kindness, compassion. Now continue to envision this beautiful glowing circle of light. And now bring all this light right back into you, into your center. Fill yourself with light. It's beautiful, glowing, luminous light. And now send this light, allow it to radiate to all of your loved ones, to radiate to every being in this universe, past. Allow yourself to receive that energy coming right back, this beautiful light. Send it out to those that we are not seeing eye to eye with, those that we are estranged from, those that we are angry with, especially. Send them out this beautiful light, this love. And as you're sending it out, feel it coming back to you. Placing your hands on your heart. Taking a nice deep breath, filled, it just sipping in all of this beautiful light and just really soaking in all the juiciness of this protection, of this luminosity, of this life force. Thank you. Thank you, universe. Thank you, source. Thank you, vessel, this divine body. Thank you to each one of you for being here. Thank you. Let's wrap up with a hug. Let's give ourselves a nice big hug. Big hug. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And I'm squeezing all of you, giving you a big hug right now. Yes. How did that feel? Slowly, when you're ready, you can come back, opening your eyes into the space. How did that feel? Love it. Love it. I'm energized. So, Virgo. Okay, we're talking about Virgo. And Virgo is an earth sign, and it's a mutable sign. And what does that mean? It means that it teaches us adaptability, right? Because this is the time before the changing of the season. So Virgo has to be very adaptable. And Virgo loves to do a good job. So that's also part of it adapting, right? It's going to continue to fine tune things until it finds the perfect way to do things. Perfectionism is a big thing with Virgo, right? We can fall into that full side of the spectrum. If it's not perfect, it's not enough. And that's really just that's just the fear talking, right? When it's got to be perfection, it's just keeping us small. That's what it is. And what the gift of Virgo from analyzing is being able to step back and look at things objectively, right? From an objective point of view, and saying, okay, how can I take something good out of this? Because that's what Virgo does. It takes whatever is around it, whatever the situation is, and it distills it down to gain something from it, to get the good, to get the gold out of it, right? Virgo rules the digestive system. So we're talking about digesting here, and digesting not just food, right, that we're processing. We have to break down the food. Our body breaks it down to obtain its minerals. It's also the processing of our feelings, of our emotions, of our experiences, right? How are we digesting our life? Taking a look at how we're doing that. And what we're holding on to, right? Virgo loves organization, loves lists. So it's a wonderful time to get organized and make your lists and get really objective and analyze and say, hey, okay, what am I holding on to in my physical space around my home? What can I get rid of? How can I declutter? How can I allow these things to go to people who are going to use them? Because right now they're in my home, they're just taking up space. Or they're reminding me of a version that I'm no longer am, right? Am I holding on to old versions of myself? Because I really loved this one piece. Oh, I just wore it so much and I loved it. And it was me, you know what I mean? It was me, but it's not me today. And so what am I holding on to? I had to really ask myself, what am I holding on to here? Am I trying to continue to be that person who I used to be? Because I'm not. However, I do have whatever that version of me had that I need today is still within me, right? It's still there. What I'm letting go of are the things that don't serve me, are the things that are no longer in alignment with who I am today and who I'm becoming and who I want to be. So, what beliefs am I believing? What programs am I running on, right? What values do I have that aren't really aligned, that don't belong to me? Most of our programming comes in, right, between the ages of 0 to 7, unconsciously. They don't belong to us. We're programmed by our parents, by society. And hey, everybody's doing the best that they can, and that's great. But now today, you have more tools and resources. So you're able to take a step back and witness and say, okay, what are the thoughts that are going on in my head? What's the story that I'm telling myself constantly? What does my inner voice sound like? Or is it an inner critic that's always beating me up? It says I'm never good enough. Because whatever you tell your subconscious is going to be like, okay, this is true. I'm going to make this your reality, right? So use this tool as a benefit for you, right? Use it to empower you. Use it to set yourself up for success for the things that you do want. And how do we do that? Well, we can make a list of the things that we don't want, and from all of what we don't want, because usually we're very clear on what we don't want. We might not know what we want, and that's okay. We're figuring it out. How do we figure out what we want when we don't know? We explore. We can start making a list of all the things that don't, these are all no's, okay? So from all these no's, what is a yes? And let's focus more on the yes. How do we focus on the yes? Positive languaging, right? Speaking about the things that we want instead of the things that we don't want. Asking for what we want, not beating around the bush. Saying clearly, hi, can you please do the dishes today? I don't want to do them. Sure, no problem. Or no, not really. Can we do them tomorrow morning? Okay, cool. Right? Let's negotiate. Let's communicate. It's not even like to negotiate. You have to communicate. So let's communicate. And not by saying what I don't want, but by saying what I want so that my need can actually be met. Right? What's the need that I have? So I want to do a little exercise with you. I have a question. I have many questions. Okay. So if you have a journal and you want to start writing some of these things down, this is it's a good moment to do some of that. Okay. How much of what you did today was for you? Think about your entire day. It's already the evening. Okay. What have you done today? How have you spent your time and your energy? Where did your resources go? How much of that work that you did doesn't belong to you? How much work did you pick up for other people, whether it's at home or in the workplace? How much work do you do? How many things do you do that no one asked you to do, that you just do because you took it upon yourself to do, because someone has to do it? If you don't do it, no one's going to do it. How many of those things are you doing? How much unseen work, labor are you putting in every single day? Chances are it's a lot, right? Right now in here, we're all moms. We put in a lot of work that maybe doesn't get seen in the way that, it should be seen. It doesn't get recognized. Our daily tasks, things that we just do, how much we do for others. And just this awareness, acknowledging how much of this unseen work we do. And this applies also to men, right? Men also do unseen work. It's not just for women, but women, like, especially even more. And once we're able to just witness and recognize it, it's like, oh, okay. All right, I am doing all of this. I am. Do I want to? Let's write all of this stuff down. All these tasks that I've given myself. Can someone else pick up the slack? Can I let these things go? Is the world going to fall apart? You'd be surprised. Maybe somebody else is going to pick up that ball that you drop if you allow them to, and you give them that space to, right? We also have to, it's also an adjustment on our end, releasing control, right? Releasing the way that things are getting done. Does it have to be exactly the way we would do it? There are many different ways to get to one outcome, right? And so when we're paying attention to all this invisible work or all this visible work that we're doing, because sometimes it's you can see it, it's recognized, but you're still doing it, it's still a lot, right? This motherhood, right? All this work that you do with your children, they're not going to recognize every minute of and every second of it, but you still do it because why? Because it's a labor of love. You do it as an act of love, right? You do it because it feels natural for you to do it. And so how can we take this same energy into other work that we do? Can we make these also acts of love? Acts of love towards ourselves, right? Because now when we are able to see all of the work that we're doing, be like, wait, hold on. I take up space. I run this household. Okay. Maybe I'm a stay-at-home mom and I don't have an income, but I run this household. This household is put together because of me. I have value, a whole lot of value, right? And now when you see this invisible labor that you're doing every single day, you're like, wait a second, okay, I have the right to take up space. I've earned it. I mean, not that you need to earn it because it's innate, right? Your deservingness is something that you're born with. It's not anything that you need to earn. But you're doing the work. You've earned the right. Now, with the awareness, this is your pivot point, right? Now it's like, okay, I realize it. I'm doing all this work it's not serving me. It's not serving me. Maybe it's stuff that needs to get done in the house, but it's not serving me. What are you going to do about it? How am I going to ask for help? There's so many different options, right? Can we talk about them? Get creative with with the options, with the new ideas of the things that you can do, right? Of the people, ask the universe to surprise you. Show me a different way. Work with it, right? Get clear. Ask for exactly what you want. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised at what happens. It's important to value yourself, right? And this new moon is really about honoring that, honoring your work, all of your work, and not just like labor of like a job that you do outside, but all of your work that you do in your person, in your being, in your home. Virgo is the sign of health, right? And wellness, well being. So, really taking time to tend to your body, to listen to it, to care for it, spending time in nature, moving your body, consciously moving your body, releasing the stagnant energies that are in your body, allowing, creating space in the body as well, because the body stores it, everything. It holds everything. All that unprocessed emotion, it's all in the body. Yesterday I was driving, and thank goodness I was in the car by myself, not with my daughter. And I'm driving and I'm at a red light, waiting to get onto the highway. And for whatever reason, I look in my rearview mirror, and someone's about to like they stop behind me. And I was like, oh my God, I'm at a red light. Like there's just, how is this happening? And my intuition told me, look, and I looked, and so I pulled up. It was still a red light, and I'm see behind me, and there's this couple that are in the car, and they're fighting for the steering wheel. It was just wow. Very, very scary. But I forgot where I was going with this now. I lost my train. Oh yeah, here that's where I was going, because my nervous system went like, ah. It freaked me out. It was like, whoa, but it kept going. Nothing happened, right? Nothing. I didn't get into any accident. No one hit me. I just saw it. But it scared me, and my body went into shock. I was like, stopped for a second. So what I had to do after, well, I didn't have to, but I had to, but yes. What I did afterwards was sit down, right? Once the car was parked, I was where I had to get, I was where I had to be. And I sat down, and I put one hand on my heart, one hand on my belly, and I went back to that moment, and I allowed myself to fully feel it all, right? To process what happened in that moment, that I was scared, and I thought I was going to be in an accident. All valid things. Allowed my body to fully process that. I got shivers. Cried a little bit, let it go. Because if I hadn't fully released that moment, then it would stay stuck in my body until I did so, right? That's why sometimes we're doing things and then we just start crying out of nowhere. Well, that's because we're releasing something. The body's actually processed something, and it's letting it go. If it's happening, if it's coming up, it's because the body feels safe for you to come through. And that's what our job is, to create that safety in the body. And the best way to do that, breath work. So let's go ahead and do some breath work. Okay. Let's just do a little bit so we can calm the mind. And Virgo is ruled by Mercury, the ruler of the mind, Mercury that just got out of retrograde. So we're all good on that end. No more Gatorade action. I thought it was funny. Yeah, so let's get out of the mind a little bit, because the mind is just one aspect of all that we are, right? Of the entire human experience. Our body is another part of who we are, as is our soul. And we've got to take care of all the parts of us, right? We spend way too much time on our mind, and our mind is not That's not where it's not where it's at. It's really in our body. Our body has all the knowledge. Our body knows what's right for us before our mind does. It's our body that feels first, and then it goes to our mind. I'm not going to get very into polyvagal theory or anything right now, but yes, our body feels first, and then we think through our mind. So we're really going to shift away from the mind and into the body, right? Let's tap into all this wisdom that we hold within, all this unlimited power that we have. So we're just going to do a little bit of just a little mindful breathing. It's nothing crazy. I'm not going to have you do any real work today. Okay. I'm a big fan of Kapalabhati, of Breath of Fire. That's a little bit of work. You got to do stuff, but just going to ask you to really tune in and ground yourself into this present moment, into your body. And go ahead. I'm sure you're already sitting, but if not, go ahead and make your way into a comfortable seated position. Relax the shoulders, dropping back and down. Maybe you do like a little ear to shoulder on each side, or you roll around your neck softly. Allow your intuition to guide you, whatever your body needs right now. You wiggle yourself until you find just the right spot. And then over the next couple of breaths, finding stillness. Being still in your body. Allowing yourself to become aware of where your mind is right now. Notice your thoughts. Don't judge them or interact with them. Just witness them. Just witness your thoughts right now. You can gently close down the eyes. Relax the body. And bring awareness to your breath. Taking a nice deep breath in through your nose. Filling your entire body up with that breath. Bringing the breath all the way up and exhaling through the mouth. Letting all that air go. A few more deep breaths like that in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Deep, deep, deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. And now seal your lips. And we're going to inhale to the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And inhale for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And allow your body, your breath to return to a natural rhythm. Notice where you feel your breath in your body. Coming back to this part of the body if you get lost in the mind again. Allow your body to breathe naturally. And as you breathe, become aware of you breathing in. And as you breathe out, become aware of you breathing out. Keep the awareness on the breath. Coming in, inhaling, exhaling. Being present with the breath without judging the breath. Just watching it, observing it as it comes in and out. Placing our hands on our heart once again. Feeling ourselves in this moment, this grounded energy, feeling our connection to ourselves, to our body, to this earth, to each other. Saying thank you. And when you're ready, you can slowly come back. I would like to hear from you. You can let me know how that felt. Did we feel any shifts? Did anything come up? Were your thoughts all there, really there? Were you like, couldn't stop thinking about eating, I'm starving, and all I could think about was food? Happens to me often when I meditate. Or I'm thinking about all the things that I have to do still, running through that to-do list. And that's okay, right? Meditation is not turning the mind off, because it's not something that we do, that we can do. It's about learning to witness and not engage with all the thoughts, right? They can be there without us engaging with them. Oh, cool. All right. Interesting. All right. See you later. Let's take note. I've been thinking a lot about calling so-and-so. Okay, maybe it's time to call that person, right? What are your thoughts telling us? Are our thoughts serving us? When we witness, we bring awareness. And with awareness, we can pivot, we can choose, because we always have the power of choice. Always. No matter what, we always have choice. Even when the choice is just positive thinking, the power of positive thinking, it makes all the difference, right? You all already know that. But yes, consciousness directs energy. So we're gonna use all of this beautiful mind power that we have to create the things that we desire, the things that we want, the things that are aligned with us, the things that serve us, the things that are in our best and highest good. And the universe wants this. The universe wants us to get what we want, because that's the universe, right? Creating through us. It's what we're here for. It's to create, right? To create our dream lives, to create whatever it is that we desire. If you have an inkling to do something, do it. Probably what you're here for, right? Might not be the thing that you do forever, but that's okay. Maybe it's the thing that's needed right now in this world. It's for you to do that thing that you keep thinking about, but you're not doing anything about. Could be a completely different thing for all of us. And you can think of like, what does it matter if I do this thing or not? How is it going to affect anybody else? We never know. We never know. Just have to know that everything that we're all connected, right? We're all connected. You never know how you smiling at a complete stranger changes their life. One act of kindness that you do changes the course of someone else's life. It's happened, right? So Virgo New Moon, work smarter, not harder, right? Work smarter, not harder. Don't be the hamster on the wheel. Be the person who's actively working towards being the best them that they can be, the person who's actively working towards creating their life of their dreams, towards living the life of their dreams. Because you have the power to do that. You can, and you know you can, because when you do those things, you see the universe reward you. So Virgo also is the sign of service, right? Which is where it's this part of like, oh, I want to give and I want to do for others. I always come back to the airplane where they tell you got to put your mask on first before helping anybody else. So being of service to others is great, and I'm all for that. Like, please find a way that you can give back to the community, but do this in a way that fills your cup, right? You cannot give out of depletion, out of something that's bare, that's not there. You will have so much more to give when you give yourself first. Give yourself first, and then you'll see how it's so much easier. There's so much overflow. There's plenty more for you to give. There's always more. When you're in scarcity, you're in fear, there's not enough to go around. That's not true. That's the lie, right? Keeping you safe story. So get organized. Go on out and clean out your closets. Been doing a lot of purging, right? Anything that's no longer serving who you are today and who you are becoming. Make space in your physical world for those new things that you're calling in. If you have clothes that doesn't fit you and it hasn't fit you in the past 6 months, get rid of it so that you have space for clothes that does fit you. And if you can't afford to go buy a new wardrobe right now, you'd be surprised, right? You can do clothes swaps with your friends. You can thrift things. Who knows? Maybe you get rid of all those things and you win a giveaway of a brand new closet. It's possible. Trust the universe. Ask the universe to pleasantly surprise you. Make lists. Make lists of the things that are serving you, the things that are not. Keep a journal of your thoughts, right? What stories you're telling yourself, what that internal dialogue sounds like, what it looks like. Bring awareness into all these different inner aspects of yourself, into these different parts of you, of your life, right? Fine tune, analyze, get critical in this objective, loving, kind way, right? We're not doing this of like getting critical, looking in the mirror and this and that and my wrinkles and my pores. And I'm just, no, we don't do any of that. We look in the mirror and we say, I am beautiful, right? I love you. I love all of you. Thank you, sacred vessel, for carrying me through this human experience, right? Because without our bodies, our soul, we cannot experience life. So really honoring the body, taking care of our health. And our health is mind, body, and soul, right? Eating nutritious foods, spending time in nature, grounding ourselves, consciously moving our body, paying attention to our thoughts, being mindful of our thoughts. What the mindful practice is about, right? Meditating. It's just sitting with your thoughts. There are many forms of meditation. Maybe you're not meant to just sit with your thoughts, and that's okay. Maybe you like to run. Maybe you like sewing or crocheting or coloring, painting. Cooking can be a form of meditation. Anything can be a form of meditation, right? As long as you intend it to be. Allowing yourself to become a witness, not engaging, getting curious. Get curious. I invite you to get as curious as you can. When something's bothering you, get curious. Why does it bother me? What need here is not being met? What work am I doing that's not being recognized? Where am I not being seen? And do something about it. Shift it. Alchemize it. That's your power. You have that power. We all have that power. Okay. How's that for a Virgo new moon? That is all that I have for this evening. I'm going to open up to any questions that anyone may have. Do you guys have any questions? You can drop them in the chat, or you can unmute yourself and ask your question. I'm open for that as well, whatever you prefer. I want to say connect with your inner strength, right? Because it's there. You've got it. Ground yourself like we did today. Connect, get here, get clear, and project that out. Tap into your fullest potential. Show up for the universe, for the world. We're waiting for you. Thank you for being here this evening. It has been an absolute pleasure. I am going to be bringing these back, virtual new moon ceremonies, for so that we can connect virtually as well. For all of us that are not locals, that are not in the same place. If you are local, there's tons of things coming up. We've got a fall equinox circle next week. We have full moon ceremony at the end of the month. And I'm also launching Radical Alignment, which is an 11-week journey to fortify the relationship with yourself. It's this beautiful, I'll call it a wild ride, because it is, where we're really gonna, go in depth into our beings, into our cores, to discover what's there, to meet ourselves, where we're at, to see where we want to go, right? It's that ultimate edit. We're really going to be doing a lot of this Virgo new moon vibe of analyzing, of taking a radical, honest look at our lives, at ourselves, and saying, am I showing up? Am I being who I want to be? Right? And together in this beautiful container, going through the motions, going through the practices of dissolving those layers, dissolving the conditioning, and allowing you to really stand fully in your power. So it's an 11-week journey. We'll be doing it online as well. So if you're interested in joining or getting more details on that, reach out to me. I'd love to talk to you about that. Let's see what's happening here in the chat. No questions, just extreme gratitude for this evening. You are so, so, so welcome. Extreme gratitude to you for being here. Very, very happy that I got to connect with you all. You are welcome. And for everyone watching the recording, thank you also for watching the recording and being here with us. We are sending you love. I'm sending lots and lots and lots of love and big, big, big hugs to all of you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Good night or goodbye.